Welcome to Sodascussions.
Yeah!
Woo, woo, woo!
I'm Dan.
I'm Jeff.
And this is Soda.
And this is Shirley Temple. What do you know about Shirley Temple?
I know that she became an ambassador after a successful career as a child actress.
My grandmother once met her when she was an adult and she signed her picture.
Cool.
That was so nice.
Yeah.
It's a two-lin.
She's probably like
Shirley Temple.
Real victim of abuse throughout most of her
yeah.
life.
I'm sure she had a very terrible childhood.
Really had to be.
Yeah. And the drink was named after her. Why? Who the fuck knows? Google it. I didn't look it up.
Make kids happy.
Yeah.
Jeff.
You think she was Roy Rogers?
Oh, Jeff. Oh, God, I hope not.
He was much older, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope not, too.
Roy Rogers, side note, real prick.
He was a real piece of shit.
My grandfather met Roy Rogers. Back. Yeah.
And my grandmother met Shirley Temple.
And Roy Rogers was on a horse, and he reared up in front of my grandfather like he was going to trounce him to death. And my grandfather was a small boy from a little one-room shack in West Virginia with no electricity or running water. He saw that big old cowboy hat and that big stallion rear up on him, and my little grandfather went, ah! And ran all the way home.
So, to you, that makes Roy Rogers a piece of shit, when really Roy Rogers was like, this kid wants to see me do the horse thing. And he just does it.
Maybe, but my grandfather was terrified.
No.
Shirley Temple.
That's nice. That's nice. So I was at Stu Leonards. Mm-hmm. It's a fantastic grocery store in Connecticut and New York and New Jersey, I believe. And they had their own brand of Shirley Temples. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with that. And right next to it, they had Saranac, which I've
Saranac?
had before. Saranac. I say Saranac.
But there's an A in there.
There is an A. I can't read. Somebody told me Saranac, so I believed it. I've had this brand before, other flavors. I've had this. I just don't remember it. I've had it years ago.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's try these two out and then make our own. Because I got this at home. I make them all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't bring any maraschino cherries because...
Well, you fucked up because that's essential.
Go fuck yourself, Dan. Go fuck yourself. I didn't bring cherries. They're expensive now.
I've had these as well. This is from New York,
New York,
right?
I believe.
So back in the day...
In Saranac, New York.
My family used to go on vacation, Utica, to upstate New York every year on Lake Ontario. And my parents would bring me and my sister back a sixer of Saranacs. Yeah. Now they're available like everywhere, but back then you had to get them in upstate New York.
There was a little gas station. I went with Dan once and his family. It was a cute family vacation time. I was their adopted child for a week. And yeah, we got Saranacs in this little...
You were our adopted child, but you were like a full-grown man.
I was an adult.
Let's be honest. 20. You had like a beard.
Yeah, I was frightening.
Yeah.
To look at. It was scary.
Yeah.
So you want to just drink these?
Yeah.
So Dan was like, where'd you get this from? I got this from Hosmer. I went up there like a couple months ago.
Upside down?
No, it's big on this side.
Double-sided.
And they got this.
That's very nice.
And Dan, I forgot to give this to you. But they also make Christmas ornaments. And I got this for you for your Christmas tree. And I forgot to give it to you. So I'm giving it to you now.
Thank you, friend.
1 month late.
Merry Christmas 2024. If global warming allows us to have Christmas trees in the future.
It's 2023 this year, so hopefully you don't miss this year.
I'm planning on skipping it.
I celebrate on even years. So I got this little can opener here. Which one do you want to try first? Stu's?
Well, I almost think that we should make one as the basis.
You want to make it first?
Why did I do this hand gesture when I said the basis?
I don't know.
This is like making it rain.
Yeah, you're going to make it rain.
Make it rain, Shirley Temples.
You really want to make it first?
I don't care. That was just
I say let's try these first.
Sure, Jeff. You're in charge. When the cameras are off, Jeff hits me and screams, I'm in charge.
Right to the tippity-toppity.
Seriously. He screams, I'm the captain now, as he beats me with his belt.
Glug, glug.
That's not me saying. That's a monologue I'm reading from Jeff's wife.
It's not funny. Domestic abuse is not funny.
Neither is abuse, but abuse kind of is.
Let's try this, Dan. It's flat. Flat. So, I got these about a month ago. And I got 3 of them, and I drank the other 2, and they were flat when I got them too. So
people are having a hard time bottling glass.
I don't know
bottles.
what's going on with bottles lately,
guys. What's up with bottles? What's up with bottles?
Who knows? And I even looked because they also sell Avery's there, and I was like, do they have a deal with Avery's? Is Avery's bottling for them? but it doesn't say. Because if it's Avery's Bottling, I understand it's the same place bottling, and we've had problems with them. But
what is up with bottles?
Yeah, it's pure cane sugar. It's got an okay flavor, but without the carbonation, it's just like not good.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of like weird juice.
Yeah. Just like not good
What's
juice.
the deal with flat Shirley Temples?
Ooh.
Is it juice?
Look at that. I see bubbles.
Not up to the tippity top. Maybe
No.
that's the key. Leave some space in your bottles, folks.
Leave some space in your bottles for 2 people to pour a temple.
Leave room for the Holy Spirit. That's what I always say when it comes to bottling.
That's got a crisp bite. Ooh, immediately.
There's something
Even
different.
the flavor. There's more cherry.
Vanilla,
more
too. I'm
You
getting
think?
a cream, I would say.
There is a little bit. You're right. Now, this is high
Don't
fructose.
question the palate, Jeff. Never question the palate.
Yeah, this is high fructose corn syrup, too. So, I don't know. It's a very honest representation of the classic fountain drink.
I disagree. I don't think it's a classic representation. I think it's delicious. But I think when we make the classic representation, this is going to taste very different. I think that one, flavor-wise, is closer, but without the carbonation.
Really?
I like this a lot. Don't get me wrong. It's almost, for me, it's almost a cherry vanilla. What do we got for ingredients in here? Are they going to tell us any of the secret flavors?
It's all bullshit. Natural flavor, red 40,
Yeah.
UB40, red wine.
Yeah.
All right, so we just did a Starry episode. We have some leftovers. Also, actually, because, Jim, follow me. Let's go on a journey to Sodascussions. I forgot to get this before, and I apologize. Have you ever had, Dan, a Shirley Temple made with ginger ale?
No, but I do regularly, my go-to drink right now at a bar or a restaurant is ginger ale with cranberry juice.
So, I know that by default, we always think it's like
I
a
thought you were
lemon.
going to say Biden.
Biden loves ginger ales.
That probably is right.
It's probably true.
I can almost guarantee that Biden drinks exclusively ginger
When
ale.
Biden got into the Resolute desk, he was like, "What's this button do over here?" And they're like, "That's Trump's Diet Coke button." He's like, "Get this the fuck out of here! Can we get a ginger ale button over here, please?" And they got him a ginger ale button.
Or does he just drink club soda without any flavor?
But here's the deal: a lot of bars. My dad took me to a lot of bars. He's a great dad. And we used to go to this one bar in Norwalk, Connecticut, called Edie's, which is no longer there. It's been gentrified. It's now either an apartment or a parking garage. I think it's
Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yoga studio.
Sono. You guys know Sono. It's great now. Wasn't back then. Very scary place. The people there usually had like a long pinky nail. That kind of place.
They lived on the docks. That should tell you all that you need to know.
Yeah. Their fountain gun, it had like cola and ginger ale and seltzer. They didn't fucking have Sprite. They didn't have lemon lime.
Right.
So when I got a Shirley Temple there, this thing tastes like piss, and I loved it. It was just like a watered down ginger ale.
Well, Jeff, if
with
you've
like
ever seen
a dash of Grenadine because they didn't want to put a lot in there.
if you've ever seen Bar Rescue, which is an amazing show, to be honest with you.
I've never seen it.
One of the things they'll do to test the cleanliness of the bar is they'll open up one of those guns.
Oh, they're
and you're
gross,
getting
I'm
like
sure.
70% mildew and mold.
Oh yeah, they don't clean those things.
And
those
plus the
houses.
really old ones that have like the rubbery buttons, they're like mixing. It's
Yeah.
like the shitty fountains at McDonald's where you're getting like a little bit of all the sodas.
So I want to do kind of like an honest, nostalgic version with this too. We'll do this last.
Okay.
But which one do you want to do?
I mean, the Starry's like half gone, so I feel like we should just keep using that.
Sure, let's do Starry.
The Sierra Mist can be donated to the gods or something. I don't know.
Just a little.
Just a dash will do
Just a
you.
dash. And, we'll just use a little scooch of Grenadine because it's not a whole glass.
Jeff, the purists out there are going to be complaining because
It's like glued on.
we got a little twinge still.
That's fine. This hurts my hands.
Come on, puss boy.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it left marks on my hand. I got it.
Aren't you the one who's always criticizing my soft hands?
I'm going to put this back on after it's been closed for 6 months and make you open it. Look at that. That hurts a lot.
Let me see.
What are you doing?
I was going to kiss it better.
No, just a little tiny bit.
Just a scotch. Oh!
That might be too much.
That is probably too much.
Oh boy, we didn't think about this.
You want to top it?
No, I'm usually the bottom.
We know. That's how you pour a scotch.
That's a scotch. And even it's like a little lighter on top. That's just
Looks like
you
you
go to
put
bar.
a drop of blood in there.
Yeah. There we go.
Cheers.
Let's try this. Cheers, fuckers.
I didn't put enough.
I believe he's right, but yeah, I like this best. This is just too watery to tell, but it's more similar to this flavor.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Don't question the palate.
Dude, the palate, dude.
This takes me back. I was like joking when you said you didn't bring the maraschino cherries, but honestly, like 50% of a Shirley Temple was the excitement for the cherry.
Yeah, I mean, did you pull it out? Did you eat it first? And then everything else doesn't taste as sweet, or do you save it till the end?
I would push it to the bottom of the glass and smash it up with my straw.
You muddled.
Yeah, I would muddle.
Straw. Or sometimes if they had the stem, you would try to use the straw to extract it with the stem, like a claw machine.
Yeah. That's good, though. That takes me back.
Yeah, let's try it with ginger ale, the piss version.
This is already going to be better, though, because it's in a can, not a gun.
Yeah, I could have opened it like 3 days ago.
Just let it sit on the counter.
Yeah, dribble the remnants of my urine from my wiener tip into it. Just let it marinate. That's a lot, I think.
No. No is the answer.
You better clean that fucking stuff.
Jeff. Lick it, Daddy.
I did.
This is the table where Jimmy changes his dog's diapers on. That's good.
This tastes like playing pool in a smoke-filled room when you're 8.
Does it make you want to say, Daddy, can we go home yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Daddy, this man keeps looking at me because I'm playing Tutti Frutti on repeat on the jukebox.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, this was a fun experiment. It's actually pretty good. I like that.
It's funny.
More than just like a joke. It's actually pretty good.
I like the Saranac best, and it tastes the least like any of these.
Yeah, it's more flavorful. It's a better drink. Mm-hmm. But as far as like for nostalgia, I would honestly go ginger ale and some Rose's Grenadine.
I think the ginger ale is better than like the lemon lime soda, because it just has like a bit more flavor, like a bit more bite and depth. This is like pretty much you lose the lemon lime as soon as you add that Grenadine.
Do you want to know another funny story too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when I would go to the bars with my dad, if he was bartender, he knew somebody who would just say Shirley Temple. But if we were somewhere else and I was younger, he wouldn't order a Shirley Temple because that was a girl drink. Mm-hmm. He grew up in the 50s and he didn't want to be no ninny poo. So he would pretend to not know what they're called. He'd be like, "Could I get one of those drinks with like the cherries in it?" And they're like, "What?" He's like, the drink with the cherry and like this, and like a Shirley Temple. And he's like, I guess that's what it's called.
I used to order Shirley Temples when my band was playing like hardcore biker bars.
Yeah, yeah.
And you just walk up to a bunch of dudes in leather like motorcycle club jackets and you're like, "Can I have a Shirley Temple?" And they laugh and I go, "I'm on the program."
I've said that too, but then I stopped because I don't want to like take away from people who actually are suffering from things like that.
Yeah.
So now instead I just order like a cranberry with seltzer, so I'm not a ninny poo like my dad.
Yeah, that's like
was
a
in the
grown-up
1950s.
sober drink.
Yeah. Great, everybody. Remember, if you're a dad now, raise your children with as much toxic masculinity as you can, and then they'll host a show about it 30 years later and talk about you.
Yeah, I mean, my family pushed big time gender norms too, but it was less painful than that.
Yeah.
They would just say, "Order a Roy Rogers," and I used to think they were the same thing, and they're not.
No, they're not.
Roy Rogers is Coke and Grenadine.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. We talk about it.
Blew Jimmy's mind.
We talk about Roy Rogers like every 5th episode on the show.
He tunes us out.
We never discussed the ingredients though.
Do you want to make a Roy Rogers?
I don't want to drink any more soda.
We have like 7 more of these to do. Like and subscribe.
Jim, what do you know about Shirley Temples?
Apparently not a lot. I thought it was the same thing as a Roy Rogers, but boy was I wrong. They're fine. I think we had a Shirley Temple like recently or something similar. Yeah.
Last time I had a Shirley Temple was at my grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary.
Wow.
And I was a child, and it was the first time that I had a Shirley Temple.
Okay.
And it was good.
I think the first time I had a Shirley Temple was at Medieval Times.
Ah.
Yeah.
Medieval Times, and where is that?
It was the Florida one, I
Oh,
believe.
Florida. Okay.
I
There's one
believe
in New
Florida.
Jersey.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have not been to the New Jersey one.
Yeah.
But I believe it was in Florida. Dan, were you there? Did you go to medieval times? Probably. Yeah.
So something about Stu Leonard. Stu Leonard's has horrible commercials on streaming.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you've ever
get
seen them.
No.
They're always really bad. Like the video, whoever does the video for them,
Stop.
yeah, just stop.
I'm a professional video editor. Hire me.
Yeah, there's one where it's like it's Stu. It's the owner of. It's the Stu, I guess.
Stu.
Yeah, and he's like
Stewart.
he's filming himself with his phone, and then he's like. And then there's a shot of him, like, while he's filming himself, and it just cuts back and forth between his phone and him. And I'm like, why are you guys doing this?
That's really weird. Bad concept.
And that's why their soda is flat.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, no.
that's way too sweet and way not carbonated enough. Not good. Would not
It
recommend.
tastes like tap water. Like, they put tap water in there. Like
I know it tastes like it. Saranac.
Saranac.
Dumb bastard. Yeah, it's definitely not as sweet as the other one. You have like more of the cream. The cream, there's a little bit of cream in there,
I'm starting to
which is
hear
very nice.
I'm starting to hear the echoes of Frank Sinatra and from my grandparents' video. It's coming back to me,
Pretty
Jim.
good. Good callback. Good callback. I like that. I like the inclusion of like a cream in there. Do you taste it?
Yeah, I like the vanilla.
Yeah. Vanilla, yep.
Classy.
Cool. Want to do CRMS? Because this is basically gone. Dan's about to ask Jeff if he wants to be his groomsman. I was already asked.
And you declined.
Yeah, I said no. It's good. I think I prefer this though.
Yeah, I like the vanilla. I think the vanilla is a good take.
It is. It's really good.
It helps it a little bit. This is like maybe I didn't put enough of the grenadine in there.
Grenadine.
But
I put a lot of the grenadine in. It's good. It's different. I mean, I haven't had a straight up Shirley Temple in a very long time.
same here.
You got to go back to your grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary.
It's a very bizarre memory of mine. It's like a fever dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Was
don't know
it
if
at like a
actually happened.
Pondy, like a club or whatever? Like
Yeah, it was like it was just
yeah.
like Carmel, New York. So
Sure,
it's just like
yeah.
This reception hall that everyone gets married in that area.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
So
Nice.
it was good, and I liked eating lemons. I don't know. That's another thing I remember.
Were you 4 or were you?
Yeah,
like
I was
18?
very young. Very young.
Okay.
No, it was.
Got you.
I was like, yeah, they were like, oh, he likes lemons. That's funny. And then they kept on giving me lemons. I was like, oh, yeah.
Really
So
remember.
it's all coming back to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I like this. I
I
would
would
get that.
recommend
I would
the-
drink that again.
Saranac for sure.